Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight just to say thank you for letting us serve. I hope you give us the wisdom and knowledge and capability to make good decisions for the town. Since this is a political meeting, I just want to take a moment to just wish that you would put your hand on us. I know the last few weeks have been very decisive in our larger community, and I just want you to take care of everybody. Just remember to love our neighbors wherever they may be. With that, pray these things in your Son's holy name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call this meeting to order. First on the agenda, Chief Franks, a little presentation, please.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'd like to call for Officer Jacob Grimes up here. As you all know, we like to recognize our police officers when they do great things for our community, and this is one of those. Tonight, I'd like to recognize Officer Grimes for a life-saving award. And I'm going to read the memo. I think although it's a little cumbersome, it says everything. The Stallings Police Department believes in the recognition of officers and their actions and service to the community. In keeping with this belief, the Stallings Police Department recognizes Officer Jacob Grimes for measures taken to save a life that occurred on December 13th, 2025. On that date, Grimes responded to Atrium Hospital at about 3:40 in the morning regarding a dog bite. Upon arrival, he found a victim who had been bitten by a dog and subsequently had his arm broken. The victim relayed to Grimes that his mother had also been bitten, but he had left her at the residence. Officer Grimes made the decision to go to the house to check on this elderly woman. When he got there, he found her, or he heard an elderly woman calling for help from inside the garage. Grimes made entry in the garage and located an elderly female on the floor who'd been bleeding heavily, and he realized that her foot had been degloved by the dog. Recognizing severe blood loss and injury, along with the fact that the female victim is sitting in the cold for an unknown period of time, Officer Grimes made the immediate decision to transport her to the hospital here in Stallings. Due to her injuries, he picked her up and had to carry her to his squad car as time was of the essence and placed her inside the car. Upon arrival at the hospital, the female victim was stabilized and later transferred to Charlotte Hospital for potential amputation of her foot, and she is still currently in the hospital. Officer Grimes demonstrated exceptional judgment, professionalism, and dedication to the preservation of life. Had it not been for the decisive actions taken by Officer Grimes, the victim would have succumbed to her injuries due to the continued blood loss and shock. His actions reflect the highest standards of law enforcement service and brings credit to himself and the Stallings Police Department. And his actions such as this and his sense of duty that helps continue to make our community a safer place to work and live. So I ask everybody to congratulate him for a job well done. Officer Grimes will have a certificate and the memorandum of his actions that night, and he will receive a life-saving ribbon to put on his uniform. So Jacob, congratulations. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Come on over.
Oh, he always looks so happy.
Congrats. Next up, we have public comments. And the only person that's signed up is Clarence Alsobrooks. Hello, Clarence.
Of course, that's going to be hard to follow, but,
Well,
all right. Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Clarence Alsobrooks Jr. I'm not a resident of Stallings, but I come with a disclaimer. I'm a resident of Indian Trail. My disclaimer is that I am also a council member in Indian Trail, so my comments may not necessarily reflect or represent the town of Indian Trail. My statements and opinions are my own and are my own. First, I'd like to congratulate your new mayor of Stallings. You are the right person for the job, and Stallings is blessed to have you. Congratulations to Graham and Mayor Pro Tem Richardson. Stallings is known for his excellence with civility on this board, and I hope that you all work hard to continue that. I actually grew up in Indian Trail, back when Indian Trail was only 2,000 citizens. Back then, Stallings and Indian Trail were pretty much one big community. As a matter of fact, I still have a lot of family members and friends here in Stallings. With that said, I hope that Stallings and Indian Trail can work together to make the western part of Union County a better place. Also, with that said, today is my wedding anniversary, so I'm gonna leave here so I can take my wife out, so. But with that, seriously, I enjoy coming to your meetings, know most of you, hopefully to get to know the rest of you. You have a great town attorney, along with everybody else, so, I hope that we can work together in the future, so, y'all. Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Clarence, I want to introduce you to our two newest members, Mike Cousins and John Van Dreet.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for being here.
Come and just shake their hand.
Sure.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Clarence was the only one that signed up ahead of time, but if there's anyone else that would like to speak, this is public comments. If you would like to speak. All right. Moving on to the consent agenda.
Mayor, I move approval of the consent agenda, A through D.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent, that passes. Reports from the mayor. Been a quiet month. Holidays kept things kind of quiet, but I did have met with a number of constituents, wanted to get together and talk about individual projects. And I met the president of Cell Ethics, which is the building up on Stallings Road that's being built, and they are excited to be moving into Stallings under one roof. They currently have about 5 or 6 on a campus over in Matthews, and they're looking forward to having, like I said, one building. He's looking very much forward to coming into Stallings, and hope to meet him here, bring him into a council meeting and introduce him to the rest of y'all. That's all for the mayor. Graham, anything?
No, sir.
I've got 2 quick things. One was we had a great town holiday party last week, so want to thank the staff for putting that on. It was really nice. The mayor allowed me to call a round of bingo, which I appreciated. Although I'm nervous speaking in front of crowds, so it was a little bit different for me. And second was John and I attended a resident-led meeting yesterday at the Shanamara HOA regarding the conditional zoning for Stevens Village at the corner of Stevens Mill and Idlewild. We were there 2.5 hours or so. It was really well done. Jeannie Lindsay, who's a resident of Shanamara, put that on, and it was a great way to share information for folks who were not up to speed on everything that was going on, and for John and I to help answer some questions and get some new questions that we're going to find answers to as well.
John, he didn't leave much for you, but
No,
Anything
I'll
else?
agree with Mike.
No, nothing.
Nope, no, thank you.
It's been a quiet month, nothing.
all right. All right. Agenda approval.
I move
Mayor,
that
if you
we,
don't mind, I have several things to
Okay.
report on. So again, want to echo the sentiments of Councilmember Cousins. Thank you to the council for your support and all the staff that went there, and Eunice for you and your team's work on that. Thank you. Got the budget inter transfer list for y'all's consideration. It's in front of you. You don't need to make any decision, but it's more like a report. Secondly, the board last time expressed an openness to doing a team building exercise with our new board members, our new board as a whole, just trying to kind of grow and bond for the betterment of the town. The board asked for a couple things. One, didn't want it to go anywhere far and wanted to keep the cost low. If we could do it for free, that'd be the preference. So with Chief Franks' help, we're able to secure the Matthews Police Department's police simulator, training simulator. Think like a if a virtual reality video game grew up, got a job, and it's very impressive training process. So it'd be a good, I think, bonding experience for you all to go through that together and also learn about some of the split decisions our police officers have to make. So is anyone opposed to that? How does that sound to y'all? Open to it? Okay. If everybody's good with that, then we'll send out some dates and try to get something that works for the most people. Also, one thing you'll notice is one of the initiatives we're trying to make here internally is try to really bring up the appearances of our facilities, both from a cleanliness standpoint and in appearances. We've had stormwater issues out back. You'll notice now there's some enhanced landscaping and planning. Eventually, we would love to do that out front too. Really set the tone for our citizens and for our developers of the expectations we have here at the town. And also, we've tried to expand our contractor list of various janitorial work. So we're going to work on that, and hopefully that addresses and brings it up to the standards that we would like. So that concludes staff's report. Appreciate your time.
Any other staff? Alex, any other staff?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Agenda approval?
We received a request, Mayor, from the developer regarding the Mill Creek, regarding the process and wanting to do the presentation earlier in the agenda. The applicant is here if you'd like to hear from them from their request.
They're first on the.
They're next.
I believe they have a request to hear, have the presentation done prior to the decision on annexation, but they're here. I'll defer to them with their request.
Well, I think our normal procedure is the annexation always goes first, followed by the presentation of the project. And I don't think we need to add that to our agenda this evening, or a change in our agenda this evening. Let's proceed as is.
I move that we approve the agenda as noted.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. All right, next up, annexation 58 Mill Creek.
Yes, Mayor Shaw, this is an annexation for a 12.571 acre parcel on Highway 74. Council will be most familiar with it near the Cookout and Starbucks on Highway 74 in Indian Trail. It's right on the edge of that. This is the final step in annexation where you will adopt the ordinance that extends Stallings boundaries. We just need to open the public hearing, see if there's anyone here to speak on that, close it, and then council can speak on whether or not you want to annex that parcel into the town.
All righty, so I'll open the public hearing. Anybody that would like to speak on this annexation? Well, one more time. No? All right. I'll close the public hearing and move to council discussion. Lori, would you like to lead us off?
Yeah, I was thinking a lot about what our role here is, and we should be working to benefit the town, to make the town better, and I don't see how this annexation fits into making it better. I mean, I'm talking a little bit about the site plan also, but what we're trying to do, what we're trying to achieve is have less residential and more commercial. And when something like this comes along, it doesn't make any sense to me, especially that it's on Route 74, that, is mainly commercial, except for, a couple residents across the street. So I'm feeling negative about this project, about the annexation, because it's not going to benefit anybody in the town or the town
Okay,
itself.
anybody else?
Mayor, what's the staff, what's the requested annexation and what's the surrounding annexation? Commercial 74. So the requested is,
The request is just, well, first you
oh,
just
I'm
have to.
sorry, we're not talking zoning, we're just talking
Correct, yes, sir.
annexation.
We're just talking about annexing the parcel
Okay,
into
got
the
it.
town.
Now withdraw my question.
Well, wait a minute, I thought when we annex something in, it does come in with a zoning attached to it.
Next item.
That's what they're asking to.
Okay, but for that brief sliver of moment, as we move from 4 to 5, it gets some type of pre-zoning effectively. Okay, okay.
Any other comments?
I tend to lean toward what Lori was thinking as well, is that upon introduction to the project, you know, it's kind of like if you're walking down the street and you find $20 on the ground, and you go, oh, this is great. We didn't have this before, we have it now. But thinking more about the surrounding area, the difficulty of getting in and out of there, and the fact that, as Lori said as well, it's more residential than commercial. So it would be an easy thing to say yes to, I think without deep consideration, but thinking about it more, I don't know that it aligns with what we want to do.
I think that's, I'll just say it real quick. I mean, I think that's it, is that, I mean, you kind of look at our strategic goals, and I think that's ultimately the problem. We all know here that we're currently out of sync when it comes to a ratio between commercial, industrial, and residential. And with the limited capacity of sewer on this side of town, this particular project would eat up most of that available sewer, and even the new sewer allocation that potentially is coming to us for the 74 corridor. And I'm just not sure it aligns best to our goals to use that sewer capacity for a project of this nature.
There again, we're talking use, not annexation. That's the complicated things, and I assume maybe that's why the developer wanted to, or the applicant wanted to do the presentation. I guess the question would be, is the landowner here? Landowner's not here. So the question would be to the landowner. I guess my question was, is the landowner here, and would the landowner like to be annexed into the town of Stallings?
I can speak on behalf of the landowner in this capacity, if I'm able to.
Well, I guess the question is, would you like to be annexed into the town of Stallings if what seems like well, can I address an audience? I'm not sure what protocol is, but if the council looks like we're proposed to say no to the use, would you like to be annexed into the town?
I think they go together. That's why there's a conditional use. So
Got it.
no, we wouldn't be in support of this blanket annexation without reason.
Okay. Then I'll make the motion to deny the annexation.
Well, I did have a comment.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious what's happening, so go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say, without getting into the use, my position is that I recently drove this. I go over this area a lot for trivia, and that section of road is not conducive to pulling out. My concern is anything that we add in that, regardless of use, anything that's added there, it's gonna create more congestion. It's gonna potentially create accidents. And I don't see how that adds value to our town when we've annexed a lot of properties. So my position is I think I would be against the annexation for those reasons, regardless of whatever the use it would be.
Based on Brad's question to the landowner, or to the representative of the landowner, that if the board was not inclined to approve the subsequent action on the CZ, that we would be doing a disservice to the landowner to proceed with the any annexation, so for that, I would propose that we do not do the annexation.
All right, so there's,
Can I ask one question?
I don't know,
Well,
you're not known for only asking one question.
ask as many questions as you guys want. But it is, I mean, and I might not, this may not be a good question, so you may need to shut me down. But, I mean, I know that there's been discussions about this project now for several months. And there's been discussions in committee and within the staff about the fact that this project probably was not very favorable. And I think there's even been some proposals given back to the team working on this particular project about a different layout, different components. Is that still a consideration, or are we pretty much exactly what the plan is that's being submitted tonight? Yeah.
Yes.
Come.
Lisa Thompson, land use consultant with Moore and Van Allen. From what I understand, you guys have 60 days to zone the property after annexation, so that was one of the questions is what zoning do we put on it if it's annexed and not zoned? No, if you're leaning towards not approving the rezoning, we would ask that we not be annexed. We would like to be given the opportunity to present the plan and the development. If you'll postpone the decision for the annexation to at least hear the presentation or vote favorably, and you guys, if you deny the rezoning, it's my understanding that this evening you can rescind the vote for annexation as well. So there's a few options, but if you don't even want to hear it, if it's.
This is highly out of our norm. We don't reverse the order. I can't remember ever. Do we ever no, I don't need
Right.
to
Yeah,
answer that.
I mean, if.
So we're going to vote for the annexation,
Okay.
and then if need be, we will vote on the project.
Hey,
And I believe there's a motion on the floor. Brad, did you make the motion, or did somebody interrupt you?
Assuming you closed the public
I
hearing,
did.
that was then I had made the motion to not approve the rezoning.
Second,
Excuse me, not
Annexation.
approve the annexation, sorry. My
second.
All right. How's council vote on this?
Call the question.
All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous? No? I didn't hear all of them.
I'm going to be an aye on that one, because I felt
5-1.
like there was more questions that needed to be answered.
All righty. So we're not annexing this parcel. There's no need to. Melanie, how do we deal with the next item? 4, I mean,
If it's not in the town, you can't zone it.
yeah. So we're going to skip it, or we throw it from the,
Yeah, suspend the,
I'm a little worried because, right, when applications come in, a decision has to be made within a certain period of time.
so would we suspend the rules and then remove it from the agenda?
Should we make a motion? Melanie?
I mean, it'd be easy. I make a vote.
let's Melanie got
Yeah.
it. Just take a second.
Yeah.
Melanie, do we need a motion?
Will make you most comfortable.
I think you're better off hearing from the applicant because my concern is right, they've paid the application fee. They've done everything we've asked them to do in terms of submitting the application, and a decision is supposed to be issued in a certain amount of time. So I understand we can't do anything if it's not annexed, but at the same time,
We have heard this presentation at least once or twice already. They're just putting less commercial in, I guess, with this last one.
So there was I wasn't here at the July meeting. There was a public hearing and the presentation.
And we deferred it forum, and then it got, the next meeting, we had it, and then we deferred it again to January.
So there's been a hearing on it. There just was not a vote on it.
Correct.
And the annexation was just not on that agenda?
Madam Attorney, I feel pretty confident that the applicant would withdraw their petition. That feels like that would solve your concern. Imagine them not doing that.
They're conferring. Have you got a decision?
Formally asked by somebody to pull our application for the rezone.
I only ask the question the way it should be asked legally, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can't.
We don't have jurisdiction.
While all of that is true, we still have a process and procedure, right? When developers submit applications and when decisions should be made within a certain period of time. So we've never had this decision. Normally what happens is if it does not pass, then someone who voted for the annexation makes a motion to reconsider the vote before the end of the meeting. And that.
Consider the annexation? vote?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. That's how, I've seen that, we've done that at least 2 or 3 times in the past.
So you're saying let them present.
I think that's the safer route.
Okay.
But y'all already voted on the annexation.
We did,
And,
as we always do. We do it in sequence.
okay. And so someone who voted no,
Which would be me.
no,
If I-
they all voted no,
Steve voted.
I voted yes. Okay.
would have to make a motion to reconsider.
Reconsider the annexation?
Correct.
When? Now?
Right now, yes.
No. Why would we do that? We just voted no.
Because I just wanted it to be clean, and I don't want to leave the door open for any
Would you do it?
legal challenges based on the process and the procedure, and
You have to do
on
that
how our
now
rules are.
or after the presentation. You could reconsider the annexation.
Why would we need a presentation?
We don't really have.
If you don't want to do the presentation, I wasn't here in July, so that's why I'm a little
We've
uneasy about the whole process and what's happened. So was there, because if it was presented in July, y'all didn't vote on the annex, was there an annexation on the agenda?
Yeah. They were both.
It was
It
deferred.
was deferred, but was there a public hearing?
Should we take a short recess to pull up the agenda from July and see what it is?
Yeah, that's what Ms. Nichols is looking up right
I'm
now.
trying to do the same. 7:14.
They were just that. So we never did anything. Just we would.
Okay. According to the minutes from the July meeting, the public hearing was opened and then continued, but it does not indicate that any presentation took place.
August?
I know we've.
That was
heard-
July.
I know that they've given us a presentation.
Is the issue more so is the procedure in which you're doing this? Or is it like it's an order issue?
You introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Cater Joseph, recent town member as of July 31. Duty
Thank you.
our town council. Question as far as the procedure of it, or is the, or
Our procedure is always to do the annexation vote first and separate from the project that might follow. And that's where we're at tonight, and basically, I can't imagine, I don't recall another one that went differently. So that's where we're at. Sure. And welcome to Stallings. I've seen you a few times at our meetings. Nice to know who you are. Anybody can come, of course.
And where at in Stallings are you?
Stone's Throw right at, right before the Harris Teeter.
Okay.
So we are in a recess for,
Do you need a vote on the recess or no? Or you just called a recess?
I'm just calling a recess for a couple minutes till we get this researched.
Do you want to make a motion to suspend the rules to add a closed session?
To do what?
Add a closed session?
Yes.
I make a
Is
motion.
the mayor allowed to do that?
I'll do it.
I'm new, so I'm like,
I make a motion to suspend the rules and go into closed session.
Session under NCGS 143-318.11A. It's either 3 or 6. 3. Okay, 3.
all,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ooh, I don't vote. All right, we'll be back.